Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Season of Arrivals intel. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you a free exotic catalyst glitch. This will allow you to get this particular exotic weapon, which is still one of the best in the game, solo. I'm going to get to all this information in just 1 second, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaways on my YouTube channel. The next one will be at 30,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell, it's right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And as always guys, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into this giveaway a second time for this video. And remember guys, those hashtags, they stack between all videos, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Alright, so as you could see me doing at the beginning, I was loading up the prestige version of the Eater of Worlds raid lair. This particular raid lair will allow you to get the TELESTO catalyst. The TELESTO is still one of the best weapons in the game, especially when it comes to PvP. Trials right now, specifically this weekend, it's great for because there's a lot of twists and turns, but overall the TELESTO will always be one of the best weapons in the game. Until it's sunset, which we don't know. I think it might be coming. It's caused so many problems over the years that I'm sure Bungie's going to take every advantage they can to get this particular weapon out of the game, but it's still here now and it's still one of the best, so you might as well take it to the extreme and use it while we have it. And of course, this will allow you to get the catalyst, possibly even the exotic. I'm not totally sure, but a exotic, because this is going to allow us a free exotic chest. And you can do this on all 3 characters each week. Though the method might be a little bit more difficult on other characters, we're going to be showing it to you today with a Warlock, which is by far the easiest class. It's still a chance to get an exotic or this particular catalyst. So as you can see, again, we made our way into the raid lair, and you're just going to continue through it as normal up until a certain point. Once we get to that point, which is right here, you're going to have to take a few extra jumps. So make sure you don't use too much of your darting. Maybe use the Icarus Dash and the Wings of Sacred Dawn to make yourself a lot easier, because you don't want to fall down to the bottom here. You're trying to make your way onto this particular landing spot, this pipe here. And it gets a little dark at certain spots, so you're going to have to just follow the sound of my voice instruction a little bit. But then once you've landed here, you're going to want to slide down to the right into this little crack that's between these 2 sections of the map. And you want to make sure not to drop down too low, because once you land on the bottom of this map, you will actually trigger the door to open up, and that will actually completely negate everything that we've done so far as progression in this one glitch. You have to make sure that you stay on the top left corners. Make your way around. You'll see that there's actually a large pipe, which is actually the door, and the gantry way underneath the door to your left if you stay up. You want to get on top of this. Once you're on top, you'll look to your left and you're going to make your way across, directly across to the other side of this large pipe that you are now standing on. Again, remember, this is the pipe that has the 2 doors between the 2 different parts of this particular dungeon. Standing on top of it is basically keeping the doors from opening, so the next room has not actually spawned in yet or doesn't realize that you're in it. That's really where this glitch is going to come in handy, because if the room doesn't know that you're in there, certain other doors won't close, allowing you to bypass the next room. Make your way onto this little screw ledge that's actually a giant bolt, it looks like, or a giant screw. And you can see that there's a crack in the wall up to your right. Make your way up and fly through. Just keep darting through. There is a spot that will allow you to get through. You can maybe fall back a little bit, but you won't fall off. Just keep doing some sword swings. Make your way up higher, as high as you can as possible, to help you get through. And you'll eventually move your way through this crack. Once on the other side, again, remember not to drop down. You're going to want to make your way over to the first platform, which you can see off to the left in front of me. There's several ways you can do this. You can use heat rising, or you could use your super, or you could try to jump on one of these lampposts in front of me. but make sure you don't touch the ground. That's very important. In this case, I think I wait for my heat rising or my super to make my way over. I wait for my super, and as you'll see, I'll fly over to this particular landing spot. At this point, so long as you haven't touched that initial spot just on the other side of the door, it will not spawn you in. The part of the map will not fully load. Once you're here, move your way over to this spot. It's a pretty easy jump. Maybe get a little bit more height by hopping up onto this, where this little lamp is. And you're going to make your way up to the platform in front of me. And again, Warlock jumps really make this easy, especially with the Wings of Sacred Dawn and Icarus Dash. You can sort of tandem them. Make your way down to this one little platform. And again, you do have heat rising at your disposal if you need it, though you might not. And then make your way over to the final side of the platform, and you'll notice that the door that is usually closed will not be, thus allowing you to bypass through this section entirely. If you have fallen on the ground either at the top where we first went through the crack or on the opposite side, this door will not be open. Make your way down. Most of it will be as it would be normally at this point. But a couple of things just to keep in mind. This next section, of course, is the section where the giant explosions happen that can sort of wipe you out based on the turbines spinning. I believe it's the turbines. Remember, you can hide behind these just by getting behind all of these little nooks and crannies here. Don't do what I just did and die right at the beginning. Make sure you time them. But even if you do die, you'll spawn right here at this point. Wait for the first explosion, and then make your way up as far as you can. I tend to go to this one right here. Wait. Then move as fast as you can again. Get yourself down as far as you can. You want to be a little extra cautious, you can wait at this one. I have used a super just to get through this section all at once. Sometimes a sword or sword flying can help you move a little bit quicker. At this point, you should be able to make your way almost all the way down to the door, but if you want to be a little extra cautious, again, wait right here. And then finally all the way through, and you've gotten through this section. And you're almost there at this point. All you have to do now is make your way down. Drop down as normal. And in this section, you'll have to, of course, shoot your way out of this tunnel, which sort of sucks you out, and make your way through 3 different circles on your way down to get the next chest. Now, there's actually 5 different circles that you have to fall through. So you're going to want to try to get as many as you can on the first run. Try to get 2 or 3 if you can. And then get the next 2 on the next run. Once you've gotten 2, die at the end. So essentially get the 2, fall off the ledge, and you'll respawn back at the room with the giant tunnel that sucks you out and shoots you into this section. Just make sure you try to get as many as you can. You'll have as many chances to fill them all out as you need. But you can get at least 3 if you're... Well, you can get at least 2, sometimes 3 if you know exactly where to go. I try to go to the 2 furthest away and then do the 3 closest. But once you've fallen through all 3 of these, they don't have to be all at once. Again, you can take as many times to do this because once you jump off the ledge, you'll simply spawn back at the top where you see me doing here. Once you've gotten all 3, it will spawn an exotic chest on that final landing platform. This exotic chest, and again, make sure that this is the prestige version of the Eater of Worlds. If it's not the prestige version, the catalyst is not available. You can get legendaries, you might be able to get an exotic, though I'm not totally sure. But with the prestige version, you can definitely get an exotic, and of course you can get the catalyst. So then again, make your way through these 3 circles. I must have missed one. I usually do this in 3 trips because there really isn't any need to try too hard. You'll always have more opportunities. Simply respawn, fly down again. And hopefully this is giving you somewhat of a tutorial as far as the pathing of those circles that you have to fly through. Again, there's sort of 2, I would call them on the left, 2 that I would call on the right, and 1 at the bottom. Make sure you don't derp like that and crash into something, because surprisingly, even though you're still sort of at the will of the shot of this thing, meaning when it shoots you out, you really can't do much in midair until you sort of get to a certain point, and then you have control over your character. But even then, just know that even at the top, once you're let go, you essentially have full landing speed, so you can die if you hit something. There's the final circle that I must have missed. Hit that one. You'll know which ones you've done because they'll sort of be grayed out. They'll almost look rustic. The ones that you have done will, or haven't done, will look green, and the ones that you have done will look brown, sort of aged. But again, there's no harm in taking your time with this. You just got to get them all. And if you've never done this before, you can take a few runs just to kind of get your bearings and see exactly where all of them are. Make sure you don't die. This must have been the last one right here. And as you can see, the exotic chest has spawned for me. And again, it's only a chance at the catalyst, but it's definitely the easiest chance at an exotic or the catalyst. I got 2 legendaries here. But free loot all around. So thank you all so much for watching today. Hopefully you found this information helpful. For the secret hashtag for today's video, leave a free exotic catalyst hashtag or a season of arrivals or any other thing that we talked about in relation to this video. As always, I am Wilhelm Scream. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, we will see you next time. Little!